and I hope everybody's had a wonderful day, and I hope you're all booked and ready and raring to go for the weekend. I know I am, as always, but hello, I hope everybody is very well. Right, just going to get myself all organised, and let's have a little look at who's in the chat. Yes, all I'll say is good afternoon, Scott, and been looking forward to this. You're not the only one, Scott, so have I. I always enjoy the Friday Frolic, because it always sort of like sets me up for the weekend, barring whatever we're getting up to. Just like usually now, football season for me, it's get ready for the football, but they're away from home tomorrow, so for me it'd be me and our eldest go out for a couple of beers down the one or two locals, and then do whatever we do after that. But anyway, good afternoon, Scott. Hope you're well, my friend. And the man who never sleeps, the man who I think he's a moderator for any live stream going. I'm surprised he has time to do a job, because he's on everybody's live stream as a moderator, keeping everything all ship shape and making sure that nobody gets ahead of themselves. But good evening, Alistair. How are you doing, my dear friend? Good to see you. Very, very good to see you. Hope you're well, my friend. And yes, hello, my running mate. Can you? My days of, I've got to say, my dear friend, my days of riding a tandem, long since gone. I have to say, I did see it when I went to Scotland. I'm trying to think of the name of that museum we went to. Is it called Riverside Museum, if I remember rightly? I'm sure Alistair or one or two people who live up in Scotland will say, no, you don't. It's called this, so and so. But yeah, I saw a tandem in there, and I think it was either a 2 or 3, possibly a 4-seater bike. There were all sorts in there. It was quite good, actually. Really, really enjoyed it for a couple of hours. The only downside of my mobility, shot to pieces. So moving about, it was always difficult. I know when I went to National Museum, we only did one floor, because I think there's about 5 or 6 floors up there. And it was just a case of my mobility is not the best. And so we just did one floor where I think we were the first floor, where we just saw all the pictures, and wow, what a magnificent building that is over in Edinburgh. We had a fantastic time. So, hello, my running mate, Billy Kershaw. Hope you're well, my dear friend. And hello. Hope you're well, hope you've had a lovely day on your latest excursions today. Hope everything went well. This is my lovely daughter. God's lass, this. Hope you're well. And who's this? Oh, it's my drinking partner up in Scotland. Please forgive me if I sound a bit hoarse, and if I sound like a little bit like Barry White, and if I sound like that, and I sound a bit, had a bit of a chesty cough this couple of weeks. I get the feeling I'm sort of like coming out of it now, but my God, it's for the last couple of days been stuck on my chest. So if I start coughing violently and look like I'm having a cardiac arrest, I'm not. I'm just in the fits of a terrible cough I've had for the last couple of days. Been a proper cough, dropped to a point where my wife has been absolutely ready to smother me with pillar on a night, just as she's ready to go to sleep. And you fucking stop coughing or go downstairs, you bastard. You're keeping me awake. But hello, my the rantastic David McGuinness. Hope you're doing well, my dear friend. Hope you're very, very well. and don't forget, I won't forget. Next time up, when we go up to Scotland, probably be sometime next year, by the looks of it. I'll definitely, hopefully, bump into one of two of you for a little drink. But yes, if you've not liked and subscribed the Two Davis channel, please do, because you could say you get all the news you want from a Scottish perspective, and not just that. You may just get lucky and have a bit of a special Dave McGuinness rant, and let's just say the guy don't hold back. You can hear that? Can you hear that in my voice? That's what I've been suffering with. It's really, really bad, because like when I'm going to sleep, I'm just about to nod off myself. I can hear it in my voice, and then that keeps me awake, and then that gets me frustrated. But never mind, we'll crack on. But good to see you, my dear friend, Dave McGuinness. But yes, like and subscribe to the Two Davies. They do brilliant stuff. And yo, Tommy Lee Kedden, hope you're well, my dear friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a lovely day. And who else is in? Who else? Hello, Sir Larry. How are you doing, my dear friend? Hope things are going very, very well. and hope all you that you create. Also, if you not like to subscribe to Sir Larry the Cat's channel, please do. Does some fantastic stuff. And good. Hello, my dear friend, Mad Monk. I couldn't do this stuff without my moderators, be it Mad Monk, Alistair, or Zhao. I couldn't do this, so give a great thumbs up to my moderators. They do brilliant stuff for my channel, so thank you very much. Hope you're well, my dear friend. Hope you're very, very well. And there's, how about Leapshin? Good evening, everyone, and how are we? How are we doing tonight? I'm feeling pretty meh, as per usual. Well, hopefully, come the end of the show, you'll have had a bit of a good giggle, as well as I know we've got something a little bit special lined up midway through. It's a little bit sentimental, but you could say it'll be well worth it. It will be well worth it. So, but good to see you, my dear friend Leapshin. And here we are. Then, hello, my dear friend. Wake up and smell the rosemaries. Hope you're well, my dear friend. Good to see you. And then, hello, Jeannie Ball. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing very well. Good evening. And then there's... This is a cracking name. I like this. This is good. Spanner McTavish. That's brilliant. Hello, Spanner McTavish. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing very, very well. And yes. From one class action to another. Hello. I hope you're doing well, my friend. How are you doing? And then hello, Steve Binning. Hope you're well, my dear friend. And Peter M. Luke, I am your father. Yes, I do have that little sound of search your feelings, Luke. You know it to be true. But yes, does anybody else? I think that's it. I think that's everybody in the chat. So let's crack on. So welcome to my Friday frolic. Well, you know what it's all about, don't you, my friends? where we basically just spend a couple of hours where we do something a little bit different. Yes, it's political. It's got some political bits in there and stuff like that. But what we tend to do is we do it in a different way, where we spend a couple of hours just taking the mickey out of people. And this is a great point in that. This is we have the wonderful, you could say, national treasure that is our Rosie Holt. And this is really, really funny because you've heard over the last few you could say over the last few week or two, you know, where you've got all the politicians basically saying that you cannot walk the streets of London. I think it was Nigel Farage, wasn't it? And one or two others. It's lawless in London. You cannot walk the streets of London. Well, the parody that is the new well, Labour MP, parody Labour MP, Rosie Holt, she goes out there to explore this, to find out whether there's any truth to this matter. Oops.
I'm scared. Babe, I don't think I can do it. I'm scared.
That's okay, right? Well, I'll go up first.
Babe, what happened?
I've just been mugged again.
Oh, babe. Why is it saying that?
Oh, I wouldn't go in there. It's another mugger's trap.
Babe, look, no bike. Babe, literally, it's like 28 years later right here.
Babe, what happened?
Babe, I just got mugged.
What did they take?
Babe, all my tools have gone.
Oh, Foreman's going to kill you.
Look at that boat. Babe, can you see it? Yeah, who did that? Lawless. Look, over here. Babe, what's going on there?
What are they doing? They're young people, hoodlums. It's a gallery opening.
Dangerous. Who's that? Who's that?
Darling, it's a crane.
Why is it red though?
So we've been mugged 6 times today. Well, I've been mugged 5, but Kev is still getting mugged outside. I had to go in. I couldn't witness it. You know, I was starting to think less of him as a man. And I don't know if I'll be able to make love to him again. Sadiq Khan did that.
Yes. Damn you, Sadiq Khan, you! Or as William Shatner would have done, Khan! Then had done his head shaking bit. Absolutely brilliant. She's absolutely top draw, isn't she? Yes. So, yeah, it's hard to walk the streets of Leeds nowadays, not due to crime or thugs, but all the geezers on bikes and scooters. You gotta have your wits about you, or else you're getting mowed down. Yeah, exactly. Totally agree. Yeah, exactly. I've been mugged. She's bummed out. Oh dear, yes. Like Farage walks anywhere. Taxi robbery is what he gets. Yeah, it's probably right, actually. Yeah, it's probably gets robbed by taxi driver, and I think quite rightly, so he should. But yeah, I think she's brilliant, is Rosie Holt. The height of satire. They always tend to say that sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. I always say, but it's still funny though. Yes. one of the things we always do tend to enjoy, is if it isn't watching the fantastic, the brilliant press conferences, well, the unhinged press briefings, is not what KKK Caroline Levitt has what our KKK Caroline Levitt has to say. It's basically what Lysandra Vasquez is wearing for a cross. Yes. So, can you make it out what it is? Can you see what it is yet? But yes, this was the August the 14th press briefing interpreted by Lysandra Vasquez. She's a legend, isn't she? She does it brilliant. I love the facial expressions when she's receiving a question, and then when she does the Washington Post. Can I have a Washington Post in the chat, please? And I also love the way it's all Joe Biden and Barack Hussein Obama's fault, and then also the disgraceful illegal alien whose name changes every 2 seconds gets a mention as well. Take it away, Lysandra Vasquez.
Do you have a response to Gavin Newsom and his team calling you Caroline Levitt and what they're doing with the redistricting in California?
Oh, so you think I care what the Patagonia vest that became a real boy thinks about me? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. No, actually, I don't. I don't care what he says about me because he's struggling to hang on to relevance like his hairline, okay? The Democrats are crooked. They are criminals. And what are they doing? They're trying to put a Band-Aid on a fatal wound, and it's not going to work. Do you see what they're doing? The American people should be alarmed by their crookedness, and this is why their poll numbers are the lowest that they've ever been. As you can see, President Donald J. Trump is he's the highest polling numbers of any Republican president of all time. We have the
Yes, and that looks like an official poll to you, doesn't? Well, it does to me, doesn't it to you? Does to me. What do you guys think? Yes. Doesn't look fake whatsoever. Not in the slightest. So it must be true. Donald Trump must be the greatest president of all time. What do you guys think?
Democrats, okay, losers. And then we have Republicans. We're doing all right. We're doing pretty good at 100%, obviously. And then, we asked recently, what do you think of Newsom's plotting? Oh, no one likes it. But what's this? Joe Biden, Barack Hussein Obama, obviously at the core of the earth because they're scum. All they wanted to do was bring criminals in like Albrego Pande Agua to make DC and America unsafe. And we will not have that. Not in Trump's America.
Yes, exactly. I'm not going to try and pronounce that name. Not even my dodgy teeth and Yorkshire tongue can get around that long-winded name with 43 million vowels in there, and that was just in the first 5 letters. No chance. But, oh dear, she's brilliant, isn't she? She's absolutely top draw. Oh dear. Yeah. Just give me a quick minute. There you go. See, on my webcam, I've got the wire and it's right in front of my screen, and I'm there trying to read through all the chat, and I've got this big chungus of a wire stuck in the middle of it. I'm going to act like a bit like a fisherman now. My wire is about that big. You know what I mean? I hear in London that there are armed gangs manhandling people. I think they're called the Met. Totally agree, Peter M. And another one of my fantastic moderators. Hello, Steve. I hope you're well, my dear friend. Hope you are doing very well. Hope you've had a lovely day. And big thumbs up for my fantastic moderators. As I say, couldn't do this show without them. Keep you all under control. All you rowdy rabble rapscallions, as a biggest dickest friend would say. Yes. Same in Bradford. Haven't been to Broadway in a while. To be honest, I very rarely go into Bradford Town Centre, not because I don't. It's like my mobility. I just don't tend to bother. It's just basically a case of if I do go into Bradford on the after, because like I'll usually meet up with a friend on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon, and we'll go and have a couple of cheeky beers. But it's like most cities, isn't it? You know, they always have their little dodgy spots. We all do, don't they? But yeah. But apart from that, yeah, it's sound from what. But like, I don't. I've not been in Bradford for a while, and only when I do is only time I'll go watch Bradford City. But up round corner from the ground, there's a little Slovakian come cafe bar where I can get a nice, gorgeous, full English with a gorgeous pint of Starapramen. So that's as far as I go, and then I'll just walk round corner of the ground, and then nearest I get to town centre is I forgot on what they call the pub now. It'll come to me. But it's near where, it's not far off from North Parade. It'll come to me. But yes. And anyone I can't see. Yeah, exactly. I get it mugged out every time I go into Glasgow city centre. Fucking £6 a pint, bloody daylight robbery. Strange enough, when we went to up to Scotland, on the final day, they dropped us off in Glasgow city centre, and it were about 9:30 in the morning, at 9:30ish, come near 10 o'clock, and it was the most glorious of weather. It was quite overcast, damp, and it was a case of, I don't really understand why you've dropped us off here. There wasn't really anything happening. For me, I just think the coach driver might as well just drove us home, you know. So all we did was just went, do you know what? Why don't we just go with the spoons? Just called in, because I thought, if we just have a sit down, and they were doing a couple of Scottish ales in there, and they were quite nice actually. So I had a couple in there, not to ever, because I didn't want to be absolutely bursting on the bus home. But yeah, I think. But yeah, there was some sort of like there was something best. There were a pint in there that was very, very nice. Shame there were no McEwens, because I quite enjoyed that. But hello, Kate Smith. Hope you're well, my dear friend. Hope you've had a lovely day, and good to see you. And also, hello to Ellie Chaos. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a lovely day. Nice to see you. Yes. But, yes. Scottish ales. Yeah, they were lovely. Yeah, they were gorgeous, I have to say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cheers for that. Wake up and smell the road. Bellhaven's best. That's it. Absolutely gorgeous. We were in I forgot the name of the hotel, and they went in there, and I thought they had the normal stuff, and I thought Bellhaven's Scottish. I thought, ooh. Apparently that it was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. You can always tell when I enjoy a bit, because I was sat there with my wife, and she'll take a couple of swigs of whatever she's drinking. She'll look round and mine's practically gone. And she went, "Is there an hole in your glass?" And I'll go, "You can't beat gorgeous beer." But yeah, cheers for that. Bellhaven best. Absolutely delicious it was. Absolutely beautiful. But yes, anyway. Somebody we will be, you could say we will be leaning heavily on tonight, because I have to say, she's had a barnstormer of a week. When it comes to the satire that's been happening over the other side of the world. And absolutely brilliant. Where, yes, you could say it's the one, the only, our fantastic Maggie Reid. Oh, she's been absolutely on fire this week. Absolutely. Some cracking stuff. And in this, she basically talks about the hypocrisy of the GOP and MAGA have no bounds. This is brilliant.
A GOP hypocrisy hotline, how can I help you? Yes, Donald Trump loves our troops. What's that? He had them on their hands and knees, rolling out a red carpet for a murderous dictator? Well, that's just being a good host. Okay, bye. A GOP hypocrisy hotline, how can I help you? Yes, the Supreme Court was asked to overturn same-sex marriage to protect the sanctity of marriage. The woman requesting it has been married 3 times. Well, she had heterosexual divorces. Okay, bye. A GOP hypocrisy hotline, how can I help you? Yes, Donald Trump is actively pursuing the Nobel Peace Prize. After all, he is peace. What's that? He's actually a piece of shit who is turning the U.S. military on his own people and waging war on the United States in an authoritarian takeover? Didn't catch all that. Okay, bye. A GOP... Yes, of course. The GOP loves children. It's like our thing. What do you mean we cut cancer research for children and gave money to ICE? What do you mean we cut medical care for children in Gaza at the behest of Laura Loomer? What do you mean we still haven't released the Epstein files? Shh, you know what? You're breaking up. I can't hear you. Okay, bye.
I love the way she just does it beautifully, and with that smile of just exposing their utter rank hypocrisy. So, yes, that's, but yes, just, let me, I'm sure, hello, my, oh, does help if he, hello there, my dear friend, Counter Kev. I hope you are very, very well, my dear friend. Yeah, exactly, how she is. She's so funny. She just does it. Yeah. But yeah, nice. So I see the names finally returning to normal. I couldn't recognise anyone for a while, which is annoying to say the least. Yeah, I know you mean. Yes. Might have to move. Jam making going on. Ooh, I might have to move. Ooh. Are you making some jam, Billy? Type of jam? Strawberry, blackberry. come here. But yeah, I just love the way she just absolutely destroys them with the the rank hypocrisy of them. Hello, Pete's Music. Hope you're well, my friend. I'm head over it with my cat's on the stairs, injuring my wrist. It's now gone full-blown arthritis flare-up. I'm sorry to hear that, my dear friend. I do hope it's nothing too serious, my dear friend. I'm so sorry. And hello, Frederick K. Hope you're well, my dear friend. Good to see you, mate. How are you? But very poor war profiteer. Oh, jam. That's not Olden, that's boom, golden. She says no. She says, yeah, exactly. But yes, that's what I love about her. I love the way she just matter-of-factly makes the MAGA movement and all them nutters look absolutely ridiculous, doesn't she? She's absolutely brilliant. But now it's time for seriousness now. Because we know what this show is like. We know when it comes to seriousness. Let's just imagine we've all had doggies in our lifetime, and them poor pooches, and they all have their favourite toy. Now, This was a serious operation after it was a life and death situation, life or death operation where somebody's doggo stuffed animal had to be operated on. Now, everyone, I want you all to be serious. Yes, it was a life or touch and go. It was touch and go, but I feeling that I was told under good authority that the patient is alive and well and making a full recovery. When I saw that, I thought, I get the feeling my daughter would like that, because I know what she's like. She loves her pooches. Evening, Richard Grumpy Git. Hope you're well, my friend. How are you doing? Yes. Yes, exactly. Spanner McTavish, he was barely alive. Yes, he was fighting for every breath. Yes, I could always tell when I've put something up ready for my daughter, because and I know she will giggle, and when it's on the live stream, because I could hear her in the next room giggling away. And she had that little giggle of looking at them. Exactly. Yes, that's the reason why I put it up. Good to hear that, my dear friend. Glad to see you. Glad to see you, and good to see you doing very well. But yes, I love more than people. Yes, I'd agree with her there. Yes, she does. Hello, David K. Hope you're well. How are you doing? Good to see you. But all I will say is if she was with a partner and they had a dog and the partner said it's a choice, it's either me or the dog, she'd boot him out. Definitely. Yeah, without even a any thought about it. Yeah, it'd be out on his ear. But yes, you know, without a thought, he would be out on his ear, gone. So, all I will say is, this is, told you we'll be leaning heavily on this young lady because this is hilarious. Now, we all know what happened last week. We all know what's happened. Yes, a certain world leader grovelled and practically professed his undying love for a person who should be in The Hague. No, we're not talking about Tony Blair. No, we're talking about that other war criminal. Yes, yes, Vladimir Putin. Yes, he rolled out the red carpet and practically got on his knees and, well, we won't go into that. But yes, we will head to Maggie Reid as she texts the story of what actually happened from here. Take it away, Maggie Reid. Was the meeting an absolute success? Did Donald Trump get everything he wanted?
Breaking news, I'm here in Alaska ahead of Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin's meeting, officially labeled the bromance for authoritarian development, also known as BAD. I'm getting word that both of them are exiting their planes now. Looks like Donald Trump is first. And here comes Vlad. This will be the first time that Vladimir Putin has stepped foot on American soil in over 10 years, and it looks like he's getting the royal treatment with a red carpet and all. And here comes the handshake. And up, I think they're gonna go for it. Wow, this is graphic. And now it seems that Putin's executive toy, also known as Pet, is being walked down the red carpet. Wow, we will have more updates from this dictator date as they develop. Stay tuned.
Thank you for that, Maggie Reid, for that in-depth coverage of the meeting of all meetings between the war criminal and the embarrassing Donald J. Trump. Every time. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, exactly, Vert. Yes. Cooey, Vladdy. Yes, but like every time I see Trump walk, I have the sound of Squidward walking in my head. Yes. Yes, I can imagine. Because like when that happened last week, my wife showed me a bit of a clip of it. And she said, all that's missing is and all that stuff. Well, as because like somebody had speeded it up, as in waving all over the place, and look would have it, just about 10 seconds before, I'd seen someone put that music in, and because like when she sent me it, she said all that's missing is the Benny Hill theme tune, and I just went, you ask and you shall receive, so I sent her the same one with the Benny Hill music, and she just chuckled away. She thought it was hilariously funny. Yes. Yes, exactly, Jeannie Bell. It was rough up, and the stitching made a slightly bare difference to recover. Ba-boom. But yes. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yakety sax. Very good. But yes, like as I said, but also we have also a Friday Frolic exclusive of what both Vlad and his pet got up to in the meeting as well. Yes, this is exclusive. Never seen footage of them both in very, very serious, very serious talks on what's on the world plane and what's going to happen with both Ukraine and with and what's happening in Europe. So this was all very serious stuff, I must grant you. Very, very serious stuff. And of course, and if anybody tries to tell me this is AI, I will not believe you. Not once. I will not believe you. And this is clearly what really happened in their meeting. All serious stuff here.
Trump's on the sled, Putin spinning round, laughing in the cold, side by side, slipping on the ice in a friendly slide. Hey, hey, what can we say? Peace feels easy on a snow day.
Told you it was all serious stuff here. All serious stuff here. DFS is still satisfying their sanitising their stores after Vance UK holiday. We'll get to him later on. We'll get to him later on. Don't you worry, I have all serious footage of him where he's where he's heading off. Yes, exactly. Pure comedy gold. Yes. Go on a cold talk. Yes, exactly. And exactly, polar bear hugs then, and then noms them. I wish they would. I watched a video of the White House TikTok account. The memes are too funny. You're probably right, class action, It's the satirists I feel sorry for in this world, because they're having to deal with the utter nonsense that's happening, especially with the orange one. We'll get to his suit later on. Yes, absolutely brilliant. Yes, exactly. What do they know? Exactly like David Ember. What does he know? Yes, exactly. People say bears are dangerous. No, I think they're lovely and fluffy and cute. Yes. Big hairy sweater. You don't need to apologise, my dear friend. No need to apologise. But anyway, all I will say is that after their you could say after their meeting, you know, well, we could say when it came to their meeting, you know, it came to the handshakes and the get together, and then we've got to hear what they really had to say, and what Trump had to say, and let's just say you also got to not just hear, you got to see what the rest of the world was all thinking. These are absolutely rare footages, so yes, this is diaper diplomacy. Take it away, Donald.
I believe we had a very productive meeting. There were many, many points that we agreed on, most of them, I would say, a couple of big ones that we haven't quite gotten there, but we've made some headway. So there's no deal until there's a deal. I will call up NATO in a little while. I will call up the various people that I think are appropriate, and I'll, of course, call up President Zelensky and tell him about today's meeting. It's ultimately up to them. They're going to have to agree with what Marco and Steve and some of the great people from the Trump administration who've come here, Scott and John Radcliffe, thank you very much. But we have some of our really great leaders. They've been doing a phenomenal job. We also have some tremendous Russian business representatives here, and I think you know everybody wants to deal with us. We've become the hottest country anywhere in the world in a very short period of time.
I love his facial expressions. I think they really do tell you what what Putin was really thinking while he was blabbering on that with that utter drivel. Especially when he did the surprised look, raised eyebrows. Just a shame I just didn't get there in time.
And we look forward to that. We look forward to dealing. We're going to try and get this over with. We really made some great progress today. I've always had a fantastic relationship with President Putin, with Vladimir. We had many tough meetings.
You can just feel it, can't you? Our Donny Diaper. He's got the world in the palm of his hand, hasn't he? You know, he's got the meeting out the palm of his hand. And can't you know, they're eating every word he's saying. Not
Good meetings. We were interfered with by the Russia hoax. That made it a little bit tougher to deal with, but he understood it. I think he's probably seen things like that during the course of his career. He's seen it all. But we had to put up with the Russia hoax. He knew it was a hoax, and I knew it was a hoax. But what was done was very criminal. But it made it harder for us to deal as a country in terms of the business and all of the things that we'd like to have dealt with. But we'll have a good chance when this is over. So just to put it very quickly, I'm going to start making a few phone calls and tell them what happened. But we had an extremely productive meeting, and many points were agreed to. There are just a very few that are left. Some are not that significant. One is probably the most significant, but we have a very good chance of getting there. We didn't get there, but we have a very good chance of getting there. I would like to thank President Putin and his entire team, whose faces, who I know in many cases, other than that, whose faces I get to see all the time in the newspapers. You're almost as famous as the boss, but especially this one right over here. But we had some good meetings over the years, right? Good, productive meetings over the years. And we hope to have that in the future. But let's do the most productive one right now. We're going to stop really 5, 6, 7,000, thousands of people a week from being killed. And President Putin wants to see that as much as I do. So, again, Mr. President, I'd like to thank you very much. And we'll speak to you very soon and probably see you again very soon. Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Next time in Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I'll get a little heat on that one, but I could see it possibly happening. Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Yes. See, when you do, one thing I've noticed when I've watched them, you know, when you don't see him speak and you just concentrate more on the words. He talks some of the biggest load of shit you've ever heard, and yet, let's be honest, if Joe Biden had have said that during his time, any of that nonsense, can you imagine what the Republicans, Fox News, and all the ridiculous lunatic newsmax that they would have been demanding that he resigns and he's not fit for office. He talks some of the biggest load of bollocks I've ever heard in my entire life. Yes. Exactly. They're so good. It's scary. Yeah. Jeez. But yeah, exactly. One thing, Putin probably speaks better English. Yeah, Putin probably speaks better English than Trump. But yeah. And we have the legend that is Power to the People. If you're not subscribed to Power to the People with Graham Price, please do. I watched his very, very good video, I think came out today, about what's happening over in Hull and East Yorkshire Mare. Yes, that was. I've got a little something going on with that myself for next week. I've got a few little projects in the fire for next week as well. So, but if you've not subscribed to Power to the People, please do. Does some fantastic work on there. So please do. But yes, yeah. Cheers for that, Alistair. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, please do subscribe. It does some fantastic stuff. Yes. Kind of want to see Baby Starmer in Macron as well. Yeah, that'll be funny. But yes. Yeah, exact class action. That rambling wasn't even edited. Let's be honest, when it comes to, you can see it now. The cognitive decline of our Mango Mussolini. It's just there for everybody to see, isn't it? You can just see it, an absolute mile away. But yeah. Now, I heard somebody say something. I can't remember where I heard it, but it was an interesting thought. Because, like, they talked about, you know, wanting to go to heaven or something. Now, I didn't read too much into it because I just think, nah. But it was interesting because somebody said that, speaking that he talking about wanting to go to heaven because maybe there's a little message in there knowing that maybe he's not got time left to, not a long time left to go, and I think maybe the health experts have had a word with him saying it's not looking too good for you, Donny. And I thought, that's interesting. I never thought of that. Bit conspiratorial, but I just thought, that's quite interesting. I never thought of that. How interesting. Chances are I'll probably outlive me, so I'll probably the biggest load of bollocks anyway, but never mind. Yeah, last time we went to Moscow, he had some wonderful pictures of his trip up in the cold region. Region, I think we know which cold region you're talking about. Yeah, exactly. Counter Kev. Dementia, free fall in full view. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. A world expert on exhausted grass. And yes. Between the two bigly beautiful flagpoles. Yes. Nobel Peace Prize followed by heaven. Hotter place. Just, oh, love is in the air. Every time I look around. Good evening, Granny Waddlebottom. Good evening, everyone. As my hunky, handsome Scouse boy. Scouse boy. Graham from the Power to the People channel being in the chat. No, I've not seen him. Honest. He's not said anything. Honest. He's not here. And I have a face you can trust. Can't you tell? Good evening. Hope you're well. Hope you're feeling very, very well. And good evening, Yama Ref. Hope you're well. Remember, eggs are down 1,000%. Yes. One thing you could say about our Donny, he's a man of his word. I've got a theory about Trump and Putin. You know how a lot of people are saying that he may have dirt on Trump. What if it's footage of Trump doing stuff with another dude? It's not something I'd considered, but... something I'd not considered, but... who knows? That's all I can say. Who knows? But all I'll say is, as I say, Granny Waddlebottom, I've not seen our grain price anywhere. Not at all. He's not in the chat at all. He's nowhere to be seen. Can't you tell? Nowhere. Grain price is not here. Honest. Yes, exactly. He's not here. Not here at all. He hasn't got the time to go into my chat to type in "I'm not here," so he's not here. Honest. Sorry to say, Granny Waddlebottom. Story is Russia has footage of Trump in his dirty sleeping with 15 and girls and less. It won't surprise me. Yes. Would I lie to you? Would I lie to you, Granny Waddlebottom? I would never do anything like that. Honestly. And what's up? Hello, Trip. How you doing, my dear friend? Hope you're well. Hope you're very, very well. Good to see you. But, yes. But like when it came to but when it came to, but as I say, when it came to that watching all that unfold, and you listen to him speak, you just think he's an idiot, and he's just an absolute clown. Did anybody see that? I can't remember if it was Ben Kentish who were having that conversation with that English moron, absolute arrogant piece of shit he is. I think he did something in Fox News, and they spoke about he said he would stop the war in a day with Russia and Ukraine, and and he got awfully defensive, didn't he? Calling him a child, and it absolutely pathetic, aren't they? Why don't you just accept it? It was never going to be as easy as that. It was never going to be as easy as that. But anyway, yeah, but seeing as though everything was, because like when you could say when it came to the meeting of all meetings, the absolute meeting that had the world stopped in tenterhooks. There was one certain lady who was forgotten about, and who maybe she shouldn't have been, because this young lady, she's part of the story as much as Donald Trump is. Yes, it's his wife, Melania. Yes. So all I will say is, our Melania wrote to our Donald Trump a letter.
So I write this beautiful letter to Vladimir Putin about the children, and all of a sudden everyone's like, but what about the children in America being kidnapped and separated? Or what about the starving children all over the world? Give me a break. They say I'm complicit, that I support him, I'm just like him, I don't do enough, I don't say enough. They say, why don't you write a letter to the man that you sleep with? Please, what is a Secret Service guy going to do? And then there's the comparisons to the Gavin Newsom tweets. They say, don't you see that it is actually your husband that is the big baby bully man-child that should be best and act more presidential online and more responsible? You know, I don't really care, do you? And as always, I am working my ass off on the Christmas decorations. But who gives a fuck about the Christmas stuff and decorations?
Yes, who gives a fuck about the Christmas decorations?
I have to do it, right? I hope you're not recording this. So I write this beautiful...
Yes, I hope they're certainly not recording this. Yes. Yes, so spare a thought for poor Melania, as she's again having to write a letter to Vladimir Putin. But anyway... Right, this is a life lesson for all you women out there, because as I can vouch for this is very, very true. Because not only because without these glasses I can't see a fucking thing, but when I put these glasses on, I see my beautiful wife and I fall instantly in love with her. But what you women need to realise is, if you put on your men's glasses, this is what happens to you.
Mira, estas gafas están muy raras. Mira.
I think what she basically said, what the fuck's wrong with your glasses, pal? And he'll put them on. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. So all I would say is, if you put on your other half's glasses, your husband's glasses, that's what we see. Yes, because whenever I try and if I do some cleaning, it's be a case of I've done it all up, and you've left the kitchen in a shithole. Oh, well, I've cleaned. There'll be a speck in one corner. Look at the mess you've made. And oh dear, never saw that. So that's the reason why. That's the reason why. So next time, if your husband didn't see any mess, that's the reason why. Oops. There we get there. Yes, without my glasses I can't see a fucking thing, but when I put them on I see things. So I take them off again. A vicious circle. Yes. Where do I order? Temu. Yes. 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 Absolutely. Steve Binning, honestly, I do not know if she did or not born, but the way they get defensive makes me think, yes. But yes. Can I send a pair of those glasses of yours to my beloved Graham? If you can handle varifocals, then even better. Hello, my dear friend. Hope you're well. Oh, don't worry about it. Just good to see you here. Hope you're very, very well. Not a problem. But yes. But anyway, oops, we'll get there. Yes. One thing we always love on these Friday frolics is our you could say our press briefings, and we have one more. I think we have one more for you. Just give me a quick minute. Yes. This is from the 16th of October, where we have one of her, you could say, unhinged press briefings, where, again, if it isn't just for her hilarious Washington Posts, and it's everybody else's fault except for Donald Trump's. You know, it's Joe Biden's fault. It's Albrecht, whatever his name now, because she's got that many, changed his names that many times. Even I cannot remember it. I have to say, I don't know where she thinks these names up, but it's the absolute wonderful creativity of the crosses. They are just absolutely hilarious. But yes, it's from the unhinged press briefing from the 16th of August. Take it away, Alessandra Vasquez.
News trying to cover this, saying that we didn't do anything, we didn't accomplish anything. Well, guess what? We did accomplish something, because President Donald J. Trump is a deal maker, and it's above your comprehension, Washington Post. You wouldn't understand a deal if it hit you across the face. All right? And that's just think about it. All right? Like, what would Kevin McAllister have done if President Donald J. Trump and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York hadn't handed him a copy of The Art of the Deal? All right? Then he wouldn't have known what to do. He wouldn't have been able to listen and strategize.
I also forgot the Home Alone 2 bit as well. I'm deeply unprofessional at this.
About how to get rid of the sticky bandits, as that is a long-time conflict, and that's exactly what President Donald J. Trump is doing with the people of Ukraine and the people of Russia. He's trying to get peace one day at a time. Sure.
Do you have a comment on the reversal of Pam Bondi's orders yesterday for the city of DC?
Pam Bondi is a patriot, and anybody who thinks differently is a traitor of this country, okay? We are trying to take back peace through strength and by showing our military in Washington, D.C. In fact, yesterday we arrested 45 criminals. They were moving narcotics, and 29 of them were illegal immigrants that were here because of the woke sanctuary policies put together by who? Of course, Joe Biden. Joe Biden, Barack Hussein Obama. They're just like, come here, I'll bring you Barcelona. Get in this city, commit crimes. And you know who else they had in there? We even arrested a criminal, an illegal from Wakanda with intent to distribute vibranium. But no more of that because of the strength and leadership of this administration. You're welcome. Sure.
Is Zelensky going to be involved in these conversations?
Well, that's a stupid question. Of course we're going to include Zelensky. Once he gets a suit, we'll welcome him back to the White House, okay? Until then, he can take a Skype call or a Zoom call. Skype was from the olden times. Zoom is current. Sure. Sorry, my husband says Skypes.
How many of the chat still use Skype? Is it still going anyway?
Go on.
The president has yet to respond to Gavin Newsom. That's unusual.
I'm tired of hearing that man's name. Newscum? Okay, he's a lunatic posting in all caps. What are you, loser? Okay, why don't you go back to the farmer's market you grew out of?
Exactly. He's old news. Who wants to hear about Gavin Newsom and his all cap and tweets? But yes, she's just absolute hilarious. Yes, accomplished total case in 7 months. He's an orangutan in disguise, yes. Who's moving narcotics? What's their name? What's their number? I've got withdrawals from Wacky Backy. I have to say, Skype was around in the Civil War days. You very much could be right there, my dear friend. Yes. Yes. Da, 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 da. It's freezing here. Gives a cuddle. Come, bring it in. If Graham won't give you a cuddle, you might have to settle for me. Go on, bring it in. Bring it in. But yes, we'll get to his suit in a bit. But but yes, we will get to his suit in a bit, because I have an absolute cracking clip. I have a cracking clip where they absolutely trolled the guy who asked the original question in the first place. Apparently Skype is no more so, not sure if it's thinking. Well, I remember I had Skype years and years ago. Yes, I'm actually trying to quit. Feel a bit weird, but smoking for about 15 years with very little time off. I quit, I think it was just over 30 years ago. I think it was a case of when my wife was pregnant with our first. So I thought, have to be an adult about this, so that's what I did. I keep my cuddles for those with less waddly bottoms. Yes. If USA has elections again, I get the feeling if they do have elections, I think he'll be the nomination. Don't you think? I have a funny feeling he will be. Whether you agree with him politically or not, I get the feeling he will be the nomination. But yes. But as I say, no one spoke about his sailor suit. Let's just say that clown who asked him that question was a certain love interest of our Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's horrible piece of work. And all I will say is you can see the stark difference between what he looks like now and what he looked like before he met her. So I don't know what's going on between the sheets, but he doesn't look as though he's getting much sleep. And also I get the feeling he doesn't have a choice in the matter either, because he looks a bit of a mess. But this is the clown who asked him why he's wearing a suit. And what happens here is absolute top trolling. Brilliant.
So if you didn't see yesterday, Brian Glenn, the reporter who said this to Zelensky during his first Trump White House visit.
Why don't you wear a suit?
Well, Brian got completely humiliated when Zelensky clapped back to him and roasted him for wearing the same suit.
Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, looks good on
I
you.
said to the one that attacked you last time. See, now I remember that.
Yeah, I apologize to you. You look wonderful. No, my first question for you, President Zelensky.
In the same suit. You see, I changed, you are not.
But I don't think this was the most embarrassing moment for Brian yesterday, because at one moment he interrupted Trump to praise him for his DC takeover by making a joke saying that DC's so safe now that he can finally walk down the street with his girlfriend, MTG. But nobody laughed.
Oh, you've got to watch this. The look on his face. It's the absolute devastation where nobody gave a fuck.
I walked around yesterday with MTG. If you can walk around with DC with MTG and not be attacked, the city is safe.
Thank you, Mr. President. Last week.
The thing is, Brian, you've always been safe walking in DC with MTG. In fact, I would think most people would try to avoid MTG at all costs. Now, MTG harassing people in DC is a whole other story. So maybe just don't try to make jokes. You're clearly not very good at it. So maybe just stick to reporting. Well, actually, you're not really good at that either. You did get fired from Fox for sexually harassing one of your coworkers, and now you just throw softball questions at Donald Trump every day. But, I bet there is something that you are good at. By the looks of it, it looks like you are really good at never missing a happy hour. So there's that. And hey, you have a girlfriend and a suit, so nice.
Absolutely brilliant. Top trolling. That just made me chuckle. That was hilarious. You're not wrong there. It certainly is a mad world. Certainly is a mad world. Yeah. MTG a girlfriend, more like a pet. And oh, I've seen the original one. Yes, absolutely. Good on him. Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. MTG Clouders. And all those scowled laser beams. Oh, she's fucking mental, isn't she? Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone on another chat called MTG a dog the bounty hunter lookalike. Fucking hell. That's quite an insult. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. But all I will say is, I know we'll be leaning heavily into Maggie Reed, but only for a good reason, because we're heading back to Sofa Shagger himself, because let's just say that our Sofa Shagger, we managed to get a bit of a rare interview with the Sofa Shagger himself. Yes, our American reporter with a nose in everything, gets it all sorted. We have an interview with our normal guy, just a normal guy. You've got to remember, this is a normal guy who has a dog.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show, and please welcome JD Vance. JD, you brought someone here today. Can you introduce us?
So this is Atlas.
You have a dog.
Which I found out on the internet a few weeks ago that he's actually a rent-a-dog that was given to me by the campaign to make me seem like I'm a dog fan.
Was that your attempt at a joke? Nice. So are you a dog fan? Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about Atlas?
But he's like so well-trained and so normal, it's like shocking to me that...
Atlas. Fucking Atlas. Who calls a dog fucking Atlas? I bet that guy with that sign was right. JD Vance password for Netflix is password. You know, I could be wrong, but that's the first time I've ever heard a dog called Atlas.
That anybody would think that he's not our puppy.
It's shocking to you that people question you having a normal pet. You know that people say that you are...
Not a real person.
Yeah, not a real person. So did your campaign staff have you bring your dog on the campaign trail to make you seem more real?
Yeah.
You are a very strange guy.
Atlas, come here. Come here, buddy. Hey, come here. Sit. Lay down. He's a very good dog.
I can tell he's a very good boy, and you're not using him as a political prop at all, right, Atlas?
Please help me.
Did you hear what your dog just said?
It's pretty weird.
You know, honestly, it's the least weird thing about this interview. Hi, Animal Services. I'll be right off. You know what? You can just go. Take care.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Yes, I think you should just go. Yes. So, zooming straight into his... Yes. Yes, zooming straight into his crotch. I'm not out of pain, but... And he's like there's something he's allergic to. Hello, Tone. Hope you're well, my dear friend. Are they fighting over the sofa rights? I think we know who's going to win that fight over the sofa. And unfortunately, I don't think it'll be the dog. Do you? Yes. Passed away 10 years ago. His name was Brutus. We had a long-haired German Shepherd, called him DJ, and he had the head the size of a bucket. He was massive, but soft as shit. He was... I was saying him... It's like where we live, we have a idle rec park, would take the dog for a walk, and he'd be running around, he'd go, you know, and do silly stuff and get a ball and go, throw it over his shoulder, look all intelligent, not. And then a little Yorkshire Terrier ran up to him, hide behind my legs, scared to death. You know, they're thinking, who's supposed to be protecting who here? Certainly want DJ. I Charlie Woodbine and take him out for a drag. Exactly, Ellie. Poor dog. Poor dog. But, so, yes, me and Atlas got stuck one night. Yes, I can imagine. Vance is the first vice president with a medal on couch surfing extreme. I bet he has. I bet he wouldn't surprise me. Certainly would not surprise me. But yes, that was him. That was him, you know. Trying to look all normal. And yes, we all know what's coming. We all know what we all want to see here. Yes. Let's see. Let's see what the public really think of the Vice President of the United States of America. Yes, you know what's coming.
Oh, look! It's Couch Fucker! You gonna fuck a couch, buddy?
Right here. Do not go past this.
Go fuck a couch, JD Vance. Go fuck a couch.
Yes. Go fuck a couch, JD Vance. Well, do you think he did? Of course he did. That's exactly what he did. He got stuck in.
World War III, and what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country. Gambling with World War III, and what you're doing is very disrespectful.
Look at him getting right there, balls deep. No messing. I can imagine date night is very physical for him on a Friday night.
Disrespectful to the country. Gambling with World.
Yes, I know. I will save your eyes now. I will save your eyes. Shady Boy has been awarded the DFS Medal of Honor for servicing couches. Yes, won't surprise me. Surf's up, said the seaman. Yes. This is a take on Goodfellas. The three of them at the end of the pure Martin Scorsese. I have to say that's the series I've not seen, and I've never seen yet, but I do plan on, is The Sopranos. Never seen it. I've not watched. It's like Game of Thrones. I've not watched that, not because I have no interest. It's because it's never come into my radar. But I probably will do when I get a chance. Exactly. Get in there. Pound them cushions, Shady. Yeah, I suppose it is. Counter Kev, one way to condition the leather. Well, would you trust Trump to clean up the mess? I won't trust Trump to run a bath. I want to shave, in other words. You want to clean your eyes. My eyes, what have I seen? Sopranos is hilarious. I've heard a lot of people say it's absolutely brilliant. But it's just not come onto my radar. Poor man's Lord of the Rings. Is it? I know my wife's watched it and she seemed to enjoy it. She enjoyed them both. Well, I'd say they're the sort of films that, not really, to be honest, I've not really watched a lot of films for quite a while. Trump has a different idea of what a shower is. Yes, I bet he has and all. Yes, I bet he has. But yes, that was how JD. You could say he took advice from his. He's been taking advice from. You could say. I've just kind of lost track of what I'm going to say there. Well, you could say he was going to take advice of the electorate. They did tell him to go fuck a couch, and he went in there balls deep, didn't he? Yes, but you can thank your lucky stars. Not only did we manage to get not just one exclusive in an interview with our the vice president, we got a part 2 as well. A part 2 where our roving reporter, the lady of the hour, Maggie Reed, asked him if he thinks that Gavin Newsom is crazy for his all caps tweeting. She tries to corner him into saying he's crazy for doing it. Then she's basically asking him, does that make our Donald just as crazy? His reaction is, you could say, interesting to say the least.
Hey JD, what do you have to say about Gavin Newsom mimicking Trump?
Gavin Newsom can mimic Donald Trump all that he wants to.
But do you get it? Okay, tell me what you think.
Stop sounding like crazy people. That really is all it is. I mean, this idea that Gavin Newsom is somehow going to mimic Donald Trump's style, I think that ignores the fundamental genius of President Trump's political success, which is that he's authentic.
Okay, run with me here. You think Trump is authentic. You think Gavin Newsom is mimicking Trump in his authenticity. You think Gavin Newsom sounds crazy. That means...
Don't be a crazy person. Be authentic.
Totally. All right, let's try this again. If Gavin Newsom is pretending to be just like Donald Trump, and Gavin Newsom sounds totally crazy when he's pretending to be just like Donald Trump.
Sounding less crazy is being less crazy.
That means Donald Trump must be... Really think about it. Trump must be... You can do it. Donald Trump is...
Car.
Ooh, not a car. The answer is crazy. Donald Trump is crazy. You were almost there. You should read this.
Yeah, but I've been watching a couple of the videos of people, who, the usual lunatics, trying to. They can't get their head around it, can they? They cannot. They just don't know how to deal with it, do they? They just because, like, in a way, Gavin Newsom, I think what he's done is absolutely brilliant. I think it's about time that the other side have started to, fight fire with fire a little bit, because it's been painful watching them. You know, they've got that lunatic, you know, with his glasses down here, doing "We will win, we will win, we will win." I've forgotten his name now. Chuck Schumer, that's it. Yes. And you think you're getting absolutely destroyed at the moment and meant to look like complete bell taps. Exactly, Kate Smith. Yes. Trump has a style. I just thought it was the deluded ramblings of a narcissist thing. yeah, exactly. But they don't know how to deal with it because, in a way, it's quite brilliant, really, because if you're going to criticise him for acting like Donald Trump, doesn't that mean you're going to have to criticise Donald Trump? Oh, no, he's authentic. But when they say, yeah, but he's acting crazy, he's absolutely ridiculous. But he's acting like the president. If he wants to become president, he's got to act more serious than that. But he's acting like the present president now. And they don't know how, they cannot handle it, can they? Yes. But it's just, I found the last few days fascinating. Especially with what Gavin Newsom has been doing. I've just found it fascinating. Now, whether the other Democrats follow suit a little bit, I think if they did, they'd have to be authentic. If they try to put it on, people will see through. You get the feeling with Newsom, this stuff, he's a bit of a natural for it. You know, he seems to have he's bit natural. So, but whereas you get the feeling, others maybe not, but it's going to be very, very interesting for the next few weeks. Yeah, good stuff from Newsom, but he might turn out to be another Fatima. Well, yeah, but end of day, who else have they got really at the moment? Who knows? We'll see, yeah. But yes, that was just fantastic. Yes, the White House looks more like the Kremlin inside with all the gold than the Kremlin, and in the Kremlin it's actually gold and not Chinese leaf gold painting like in the White House. Yeah, it just looks cheap and tacky, doesn't it? It just, well, at the end of the day, when it comes to how you want your building, like it's a case of you like what you like. Speaking of stuff like that, I've been annoying my wife over the last day or two because of a simple reason. Wife, she's in the mood of decorating, and when it comes to decorating the house, it's I can take it or leave it. It's not something that I'm gonna die on. She's really fond with these decorations. And all I do is, oh yeah. After about 20 different new designs, it's the same. Oh yeah. Yes, do you like that? Yeah, looks nice. And I could see her looking at me, steam coming out of her ears, going, I'd like a bit of fucking input. You put whatever you want putting up, we'll put up. And then she gets even more annoyed because I'm just because I suppose it's just me happy-go-lucky type attitude. I suppose it's the best thing for a happy marriage. Whatever my wife wants to do, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, no worries. There's no merch in there. Believe me, there's no merch. If I showed you what's in there, my wife would kill me. So if that happened, that means there'll be no Friday Frolic next week or ever, because I will be dead. That's just basically just odds and sods in there, you know, for covers and suitcase, you know, for when if we go on holiday and stuff like that. Nothing interesting in there. Yeah, you did right. I'll just go with the flow. Yes, and it winds her up because, like, I want your input. You live here. I want your input. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, because I know exactly it'll be. She'll go through at least 200 designs and then she'll go back. Remember when I first show you this, but I've decided I'm going to go for that one. I'm thinking, all right then. Murphy, Dad, now that's an idea. I wouldn't know where to start, Alice. I really wouldn't. I actually wouldn't know where to start. But anyway, let's crack on before. All I will say is that it was clearly a quiet week on the South Park. There was no more episodes where little Donnie's Winky was on show. Clearly not. Now this clearly didn't happen. Obviously. Oh, look! Here's a bit of a South Park clip for you. Interesting.
Mr. President, you have so many great ideas. Your leadership is truly beyond anything we have ever had in this country. And you do not have a small penis. Ah, thanks, Dad. On behalf of the state of Florida, I'd like to give you this gift. A silver-plated space shuttle.
Next! Mr. President, your ideas for the tech industry are so innovative, and you definitely do not have a small penis.
Ah, thanks, Dad.
Please accept this gift on behalf of Apple.
Yes, we totally agree. The President of the United States does not have a small winky.
Next. Mr. President, your idea is incredible. You do not have small penis.
Another great day getting presents. Hey, Satan, look at what some dipshit tech CEO gave me. I was thinking maybe we could try to shove it up your ass.
Hello? Yeah, I'm in a relationship with someone and I really need to find a way out of it.
That sounds rough, but you have great ideas, and I'm sure we can figure out an exit plan if that's what you want.
Who are you talking to?
And all I will say is, I did not get the thumbnail from this clip. Honest.
Do you really think I could get away from him?
Absolutely. If you're having self-doubts, then we can plan the exit like a project. Want me to break it down to something step by step?
Yes. I love the bit where it says, let's just shove up your ass. But the thing is, there's not only Satan who wants to escape from the clutches of Donald Trump. Not only Satan, but there is another person who wants to escape the clutches of Satan. Yes, it's none other than Melania.
Okay, let's see what this whole South Park show is all about.
Mr. President, you have so many great ideas.
No, he doesn't.
Mr. President, your ideas for the tech industry are so innovative, and you definitely do not have a small penis.
Oh, he definitely has that. Well, that couple makes sense.
Hello? Yeah, I'm in a relationship with someone and I really need to find a way out of it.
Me too, Satan. Me too.
That sounds rough, but you have great ideas, and I'm sure we can figure out an exit plan.
An exit plan?
Do you really think I could get away from him?
Absolutely. If you're having self-doubts, then we can plan the exit like a project. Want me to break it down to something step by step?
Yes! Yes!
Yes. Yes.
That's it, an exit plan. I know exactly what I have to do. And then I can be with Gavin.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Something tells me I think our Maggie Reed does have the hots for Gavin Newsom. Oh dear. Can't certain English Prime Minister is missing from the mockery. To be fair, I don't think a UK Prime Minister has been on South Park since Cameron. Well, all I will say is he's not the most interesting person, isn't he? Oh dear. Yes. Who is Eric? Hello, Cathal. Hope you're well, my dear friend. Hope you and your family are doing very, very well. Football game this week. Who they're playing? Kids got a game as well. Eric is the spawn of the poor boy. Yeah, you're not wrong there. We remember saw them pictures. You saw that. Oh, he's a bit of a dreamer, a bit of a dreamboat look when they first met all them years ago. Oh dear. But all right, I'm just going to say. But right, going to do something a little bit different this week to what we normally do. We usually carry on the giggles, but we'll do something a little bit different because let's just say that there was a certain individual who passed away, and we've probably seen a few of the odd clips on social media. Who I can't remember when the first time I saw. Oh God, it's a good 10 plus years ago, and it was basically this guy called Frank Caprio. And you basically saw he was sort of like doing a bit of a, Judge Rinder or the Judge Judy, but we're just totally different. You watch this guy and you just think, can you imagine if all the leaders around the world were like this guy?
What a wonderful feeling it is to be back in court. I loved every minute of my 38 years as a judge on the bench, but it finally came time for me to retire. I enjoyed my new relaxed schedule, but since I left the court, there was a piece of my heart missing. So you can imagine my excitement when my friend, a practicing lawyer in China, asked me to do the honor of swearing her in as an American attorney. As soon as I walked back into the courtroom for the first time, all those memories came back. Today is a very happy day. It's a day of accomplishment for you, that you are now a full-fledged attorney. And with that comes great responsibility, because we are really in the business of helping others. That is the job of an advocate, an attorney, is to lend their expertise and their knowledge for the benefit of mankind, to help those who are in distress. It was great to be back in court and to swear in a good friend who I know will make a big difference in the world, just as I tried to do.
Yes, that's the judge, Frank Caprio, and if you have not basically seen the sort of work that he did, because I will always say that when you, even if you don't ask for help, when you do, you just need somebody there who's going to, help you up and say, come on, I'll give you that helping hand. And I just think this clip just basically sums up what sort of person he was.
You were going to the VA hospital?
Yeah.
Were you in the service, sir?
Yeah.
What branch of the service?
See my
No. What branch?
Army, Your Honor.
Yeah. Where did you serve?
Vietnam.
You in Vietnam?
Yeah.
How long were you in Vietnam?
66 to 68, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm. 2 years.
Yeah.
I have a very particular affinity toward those that served in Vietnam. Number one, because of the service to our country. And number two, because of the way they were treated when they came home.
I'm not looking for anything special as far as my military service, Your Honor. That's up to you, your discretion.
No, you didn't bring it up. I brought it up.
Okay.
And you are just like all of the other Vietnam veterans that I know. They're not looking for anything, right? They're all real men. They're willing to take it on the chin, and they're not looking for anything special. And unfortunately, when they came back from Vietnam, they weren't treated the way they should have been treated. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Did you have any of those experiences?
I'm sorry?
Did you have any of those experiences
Yes.
when you came home?
Yeah.
The total fines are $270. How much can you afford to pay?
I'd have to pay like in a time thing, Your Honor. I'm on a set income, so if you can give me some time to pay it up, I'll pay it.
How much can you pay?
I don't know, Your Honor. Whatever.
What have you got with you tonight?
I don't, $50 maybe, something like that.
Sir, I'm going to charge you $25, and your $25 payment is going to be paid by one of the many people who have sent in contributions to this court to be used in my discretion for people that I think are worthy. So I'm going to fine you $25. You don't have to pay it. Okay? So it's going to cost you nothing. So as far as you were concerned, the case is dismissed. We appreciate your service in Vietnam. Thank you for your service, and good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
I have a funny feeling that guy will have probably paid his part of that $25. Judging by the way, I don't think he will have felt right if by not contributing. Well, what a great donation, eh? What a great, how can I put it? A great gift. And this is the final one, which I just basically summed up what a sort of person he was. So
96 years old, and I drive slowly, and I only drive when I have to. I was going to the blood work for my boy. He's handicapped.
You were taking your son to the doctor's office?
Yeah, I take him for blood work. every 2 weeks because he's got cancer.
You are a good man. You really are what America is all about. Here you are in your 90s, and you're still taking care of your family. That's just a wonderful thing for you. Well, how old is your son?
63.
Yeah. And Daddy's still taking care of him, right?
I only drive when I have to.
Yeah. Listen, sir, I wish you all the best. I wish the best for your son, and I wish you good health. And your case is dismissed. Good luck to you.
96 years old.
Rest in peace, Frank Caprio. Oh, that got me a little bit. Whew. But what a legend, eh? Oh, I remember watching a few of them years ago, and I just think, can you imagine people like him and other people like them, you know, world leaders, you know, do you think we'd have the problems that we have today? Oh, but what a legend. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think there's no chance of that now. He passed away this earlier on this week, so I just wanted a little bit of a tribute. Yeah, exactly. Restores my faith in humanity as well. But, yeah. You and me both. You and me both. Oh, see what a case of, no, don't get emotional, because you'll feel your throat wobble. It still always gets me. Because, as my wife would call me, a sentimental old fool. Yeah, it was a couple of days ago when I heard it, and I thought, well, I thought I'll do a little tribute, because I just thought, when I was... Yeah. But, yeah, the issue with this world is the lack of education and good people with common sense. I also go as far as say good heart as well. And compassion and empathy for others. Oh, give me a quick minute. Oh, yeah. Totally agree, my friend. Yeah. Yeah, he was a good example of a good lawman. Yeah, and you could tell he was always like that. I remember watching a bit of a video when he had a couple in there, and I think they'd been married for, I think it was about 45 years, and he said 45 years. He says, "What's the secret to a good marriage?" He just basically said, Just agree with my wife. Yeah, it's really said, yeah. If a wife wants to do something, I'll just say, okay, baby. Okay, baby. Yeah. And he went, no matter what. Yeah, no matter what. And he said to her, he says, and he says to her, he says, "Did he still call you baby?" Even to this day, he said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, still calls me baby." So I just basically wanted to, but yes, a good heart is hard to find. Blimey. I've had a Fergal moment, yes. What's even better? Do you have a cousin called Kevin? But yes, I just thought I would have a bit of a soppy moment, and also a bit of a difference before we head off into the you could say the, because I wanted to share this, if I can. I wanted to share this because was she in that Victor Meldrew program? I never watched it, not because I didn't like it, it's because I never got the opportunity for whatever reason. And I just wanted to share this with you because it's something she wrote, and the crux of the thing was about I think it might have been Monday morning. You know, we all have his down days, and I was sat there thinking, I'll cut to the chase. I was thinking, is it really worth doing this channel anymore for a certain time? Because I was doing all the writing and creating and stuff like that, and I was sat there thinking, clearly I'm whatever I'm doing is absolute rubbish and crap. And I was just sat there thinking, do I really have the heart for it? And I do. And sometimes when you see stuff, I think things pop up either in your feed or something like that, that sometimes gives you a little bit of a pick-me-up. And because it's like for a time my channel going not bad, and then I started losing people moving on and unsubscribing, whatever, and I think I'd probably lost in about 60, 70 subscribers because the subscribe thing was going down, and I'm thinking, is it really worth doing this anymore? But you know, so anyway, I got looking onto it because I thought, well, I'll look for material, see if there's any material that I can set up for my Friday frolic, because I always enjoy doing this. I always enjoy, chatting to you guys, and it's all like sets me up for the weekend. Come up there, but I saw this and I started reading it, and it was a. 1 month, she basically wrote it. Patricia Routledge wrote something because it's like this was just shortly before her 95th birthday, and she wrote something that still gently echoes that the guy wrote, and he said, and she wrote, "I'll be turning 95 this coming Monday. In my younger years, I was often filled with worry that I wasn't quite good enough, that no one would cast me again, that I wouldn't live up to my mother's hopes. But those days begin in peace and end in gratitude. And my life didn't quite take shape until my 40s. I'd worked steadily on provincial stages, in radio plays, in West End productions, but I often felt adrift, as though I wasn't searching for a home within myself that I hadn't quite found. And at 50, I accepted a television role that many would later associate me with Hyacinth Bucket. Now, I don't know if I've said that now, I probably haven't. Of keeping up appearances. I thought it would be a small part in a little series. I never imagined that it would take me into people's living rooms and hearts around the world. And truthfully, that role taught me to accept my own quirks and healed something in me. And when I got to that point, I thought, maybe that's what I do need to do. Accept my own little quirks, and I just got to thinking, maybe just accept things for how they are. Just like I had hopes of me, maybe one day getting to 100,000 subs. and making a video, tears strolling down my eyes or whatever, say this is for you guys and stuff like that with the because you get the silver thing, whatever. But that's all I get to the point where I'm thinking it's not going to happen. But that when I thought that, it taught me to accept and for me, I was just thinking, just accept it for what it is and don't try and get upset about it. And it just gave me that little bit more of a kick up the backside a little bit. And this is the reason why it just helped me. And I just wanted to share with you. And it should go on. At 60, I began learning Italian, not for work, but so I could sing opera in its native language. Can you imagine me singing opera? La 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 la. No, don't think so. I also learned how to live alone without feeling lonely. I read poetry aloud each evening, not to perfect my diction, but to quiet my soul. And at 70, I returned to the Shakespearean stage, something I once believed I had aged out of. But this time, I had nothing to prove. I stood on those boards with stillness, and the audience felt that. I was no longer performing. I was simply being. And at 80, I took up watercolour painting. I painted flowers from my garden, old hats from my youth, and faces I remembered from the London Underground. Each painting was a quiet memory made visible. Now at 95, I write letters by hand. I'm learning to bake rye bread. Rye bread. I still breathe deeply. She's not on the own on that one, especially with my chesty cough. I sound like Darth Vader, don't I? I still breathe deeply every morning. I still adore laughter, though I no longer try to make anyone laugh. I love the quiet more than ever. I'm writing this to tell you something simple. Growing older is not the closing act. It can be the most exquisite chapter if you let yourself bloom again. Let these years ahead be your treasure years. You don't need to be famous. You don't need to be flawless. You only need to show up fully for the life that is still yours. Isn't that beautiful? And it just sort of like gave me that little bit of a kick up the backside, because I just felt I just needed something, just to maybe sort of like believe in myself again. And to be honest, I haven't done bad this week. I sort of like, because like I looked, I thought, I didn't bother looking at the subscriber count, because I just thought to myself, I just done it, because if I look and I see it's still going down, I'm thinking, well, that would a waste of time. Oh, they've gone back up, and I've hit 35,000 subs, and that really, really perked me up. Absolutely perked me up. So, if you subscribe this week and you're in the chat, thank you very much. You've made a old fart a very happy man. But I just wanted to share that with you, because I just thought that was so beautiful. But anyway, enough of me blathering on. Hello, Flummox. Hope you're well, my dear friend. Hope you're well. So nice. I see that Patricia Routledge has crossed so much off her bucket list. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Power to the people. Graham Hughes. Cheers. Graham Hughes. Fucking idiot I am. These dodgy glasses. Maybe I should wear my wife's glasses, because like hers are more precise. She sees everything, whereas mine blinds of Graham Price. I do apologise, man. But yes, you sank my battleship. Oh no, what is it? Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. As I say, we're pretty much not far off. I might get one day you're the third of the way there. Keep hustling, DP. Keep on hustling. Oh yeah, I will still can while I can still do what I'm doing, and I still enjoy it. And while I can still do it, I'll carry on. I think you're probably right, Counter Kev. Bit of Vic's chest rub. I'll see if I can get my wife to rub it on for me. But she'll say, so that'll be a no then. But anyway. Oh, thank you, Counter Kev. Blather on Dave. Suit you, sir. Oh, suit you, sir. Suit you, sir. Yes. Yes. And you do it very well, my dear friend. There's no wrong with being gobby. But, as I say, I do hope you enjoyed that. Because I really enjoyed that. But anyway, we do have a bit of good news. The government has passed some fantastic legislation that whether you are a Reform voter, whether you are a Conservative voter, whether you're a Liberal Democrat voter, an SNP voter, a new law has been brought out, and I think this is a law that I think everybody can get on board with. Take it away, Larry and Paul.
Welcome to Broken News. New laws come into force today that mean people who use their mobile on speakerphone setting in a public place can be shot on sight. The radical new law was rushed through Parliament in an unprecedented move to crack down on morons and twats. Our reporter has more.
TV show The Apprentice has a lot to answer for. As well as giving a platform to cranky, crinkly, cockney walnut Alan Sugar, it also featured arseholes using the hands-free setting on their phone for seemingly no reason. But whether on the back of a bus, in the quiet coach of the early train to London, or at the funeral of an old man who died in a fire, these no-hand nuisances will get their comeuppance from today. New legislation now gives police powers to immediately execute anyone seen conducting a call in public on their speakerphone. The ruling also allows lethal action to be taken if a business wanker speaks loudly into a large Bluetooth headset about some bullshit deal or something in a pret-a-manger, and if anyone plays music out of their phone speaker. It adds, if you must play music in public, at least have the decency to use a Bang & Olufsen Beosound A5 with 360-degree sound dispersion, or at least something with a better bass response than a potato. Opponents have called the laws draconian and over the top, but it's been confirmed today that they can fuck off. Back to you.
What a lovely story. That's all from Broken News. You're up to date.
Yes, what a lovely story. I think we can all get on with along with that and all agree. I think that was a cross-party vote as well. Are you going, my dear friend? That's not a problem. You have a lovely weekend, and it was good to speak to you up in Glasgow as well, although albeit via Discord, but so what I will do is, but before we go, we've got a bit of an encore. Yeah, exactly, Flummox. Crinkly walnut sugar sounds like the kind of breakfast cereal I'd go. I'm glad you've enjoyed it, my dear friend. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. But don't go yet. Still got two little quick ones for you, because let's just say there was a certain angry man from a certain city down the south coast who was not happy about the latest happenings on at Epping Forest. Yes, it was a certain man called Colin.
Colin from Portsmouth is on the line. Hello, Colin.
Why am I not allowed to have a glass of fizz to celebrate something?
Well, who's stopping you, Colin?
I don't drink, do I?
Right, well, have a cup of tea then.
Fizzy tea? No, thank you.
Sorry, what are you celebrating, Colin?
The silent majority have finally shouted loud enough to win something. The High Court ruling that Epping Forest District Council are right to say that immigrants can't stay in hotels anymore.
Well, it's only temporary, Colin, and what are you going to do now? They're not in the hotels. What are they going to do once you've turfed them out?
Let them roam the streets.
Well, I thought roaming the streets was the last thing you wanted them to do. That's the whole point, isn't it?
Well, put them in a holiday camp
A
then.
holiday camp? How's Butlins any different from a hotel in Essex?
All right, bang them on little boats.
You want to stop the little boats, Colin? That's your whole point. Yes,
Put them on a big boat then.
That's a cruise ship, Colin. You're saying put them on a cruise ship?
Why
That's a
not?
hotel on
Let them see a bit of the world while they're at it.
Fine,
Here
okay.
once, mate. Let them enjoy themselves. That's what I say.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
mate, thanks for having me on. Love to the family.
Love to the family, Colin. Love to the family.
Tell them not to go on any Disney cruise, though. I caught Olaf having a fag in the bogs, and it put me right off Frozen.
Yes, that proper put him off Frozen. And then we do have an exclusive before we go, where we do have a exclusive where we have with certain Orange Man and a certain former Prime Minister who were actually seen at a what do they call that band now? Who sung Yellow? Coldplay. They just were in my head then, and they were just out there. They were at a certain concert, Coldplay concert, and let's just say it did not go well. Yes, it was certain Donald Trump with our Liz Truss. They were at a Coldplay concert. Take it away.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for me, 'cause it's all about me, and it was all orange.
Just like your face, Donald. You're starting to rub off on me.
I know, that's the spray tan, sorry, not sorry.
Donald, we've been doing this for a while now.
I know, it's been beautiful, it really has.
I want to get serious.
Okay.
Snog, marry or avoid?
Right.
Keir Starmer, Rosie O'Donnell or Putin?
Kill Rosie.
No, I just said avoid.
Okay. Avoid Rosie, marry Putin, kiss Sydney Sweeney, because she's very beautiful.
Sydney Sweeney wasn't even on the list, Donald.
Was she not?
No. Think about it. Think about, a powerful Tory leader.
Theresa May, I know she's beautiful, very nice shoes. I like her very... What?
No. Think about it. Someone stronger, someone who's really good with the economy, revered by the world.
I know, but Maggie's dead.
Don't speak ill of the dead, Donald.
Only joking, smushums. I'm gonna kiss you, I really am, and it's gonna be beautiful. Here comes nothing, there we go.
Oh, look, there's a big camera.
Okay. I'm not here. Go away.
Donald.
No.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolute top class. She's absolutely brilliant, isn't she? Yes. Exactly. Oh dear. Absolutely love to the family. Oh dear. Yes. Pork markets. Yes. Send your love to Robbie Road Steamer, folks. Thanks, Badger. But yes, 2+ hours fly by when you're having fun. But anyway, I just want to say, have a fantastic weekend, my dear friends, and I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed the couple of hours where we've had a good giggle, and sorry if I made you cry a little bit at the end, but oh god, I could feel the peeling of onions with the Frank Caprio bit, but yeah, I just thought he was just an absolute genuine, absolute fantastic guy. So I'm just going to say, have a fantastic weekend, my dear friends, and if you can't be good at it, my dear friends, and I shall just bid you farewell, and I shall wave you out, and I'm going to crack open a can and chill out. So